Tommy, 1992 at Hickory. That had to be one of the most difficult wins of your career, given the circumstances with your dad.
Right. Well, I just lost my dad, and I hadn't planned on racing. And my mom, my sisters, my brothers, they said, no, they said he would want you to race. He said, this is a pretty important race for you coming up, and said he would want you to race and everything. And I thought about it the night before and all like that, and I said, yeah, I think he would have, you know. And I wasn't looking forward to the race by no means, you know. But after the race started, got going, I think we started last or pretty close last. And after the race got going, you know, I kind of forgot about that and got back in a competitive mode. And then I saw that the racetrack was coming apart, and I thought, well, that could be a little bit of an advantage because it was one groove track, and I'd been on tracks like that before. And as the race progressed on, you know, I thought, well, we might just have a shot at this thing. And it got down to the last few laps there. And Bobby Labonte, in all honesty, could have probably still beat me if we'd run the last 5 laps under green. He maybe, I don't know if he could beat me without turning me around or not, but I think he could because he was quite a bit faster at the time being. Unfortunately, the race was over with at that point in time. They called it with 4 laps to go, 6 laps to go.
So they called it early, really?
Yeah, they called it early. Yeah,
okay.
They sure did. Because of the racetrack.
Yeah.
But the racetrack was all hell. I mean, you know, so they probably should have called it before then when it started coming apart. They'd put new asphalt down, and I think every grain of asphalt that you put down somewhere was on that racetrack, like it was slick track.
Yeah.
You know, and if you got up off that bottom, if you got the right side tires up off the bottom, you were gone. I mean, everybody. Everybody.
Well, I was actually going to ask, that was going to be my next question. Yeah. The 300-lap race?
Yeah.
26 cautions.
Right.
How could you possibly get in any kind of groove before they threw another yellow flag? You spun at one point.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that all I spun? I might have spun a couple.
Is that all?
Yeah, but I mean, and you had people in there. You had Earnhardt and Waltrip, and Jimmy Spencer was in there, you know, Mr. Excitement. I mean, he made it for good. And of course, Bobby Labonte was in there, and he really had a good car that day, and Kenny Wallace, and I mean, you had a class field of cars there, but it was treacherous. It's kind of like the Roval was, you know, on all the water and everything.
If it had been any other track other than Hickory, because that's where you cut your teeth. Right. You had made thousands upon thousands of laps there.
Right.
If it had been any other track, do you think you would have went ahead and run that race because of your dad?
Probably not.
Yeah.
You know, I had a lot after I thought about it, and after the race and everything. We had a lot of fans at Hickory. And it was a packed house that day. I mean, it was people everywhere. And after I thought about it, I thought, well, I'm glad I did that because it's kind of being selfish to not do it. And I'm sure everybody could have understood, you know, because my dad passed away. But me and my dad, we were pretty close. He was a house painter. He painted all his life. And we were pretty close. Matter of fact, my older brothers and sisters said that he petted me a lot, my dad. And I reckon he did because I did get by with a lot that I should have got my licks from him. But I miss him. I mean, I still miss him today. But he was just an old country guy that go make a living, and go back down and see what's happening back down on the hill by the creek and stuff like that. And, but he was a good guy,